So today we're going to be learning about Peranakan culture. Do you guys know anything about Peranakan culture? Don't worry, I'll wait for the information. Nope, neither do we. So yeah, we're heading to a museum. It's actually a heritage museum. And then after that, we're going to do something that Noreen has been dying to do. Noreen, you want to tell them what we're going to be doing after the museum?
We're going for a candlelight concert.
Wow, candlelight concert. I think they're quite popular. Fingers crossed it'll be good. I'm sure it will be. Looking forward to the experience, everyone. Join us this afternoon. You're in Singapore, day 2, guys. See you at the museum. Hi guys, so we've just arrived here at the Intan. It's a museum, a Peranakan museum. We're about to meet Mr. Alvin, so let's go inside. Let's go find out more information about their culture and their heritage. It's gonna be interesting.
Hi, my name is Alvin. This is my home. This is also a museum. I live here and I come from a very unique culture in Singapore called the Peranakan culture. It's spelled P-E-R-A-N-A-K-A-N. So when you come to Singapore, Peranakan culture is unique because it's about Chinese, Malay and Europeans all coming together as one. I'm Peranakan, my parents are Peranakans. I've been collecting Peranakan antiques for the last 40 years because as a young boy, I didn't know about my own culture. Today, my home is a museum where local visitors like you who are curious and want to know about Peranakan culture. I share with you Peranakan culture, I show you Peranakan culture, and I let you taste Peranakan culture.
Fantastic.
Welcome to Singapore.
Thank you.
So happy to be here.
Wow, you guys, so not every day you hang out in someone's home that's actually a museum. Some very unique pieces here, as you can see. So guys, these stairs are pretty famous. Apparently it's on the Singapore Airlines video. No filming allowed upstairs, but we'll catch up with you guys after the tour. See you soon.
Among the many hats I wear, the other thing I also do is I am the travel ambassador, the heritage travel ambassador for Sarawak border.
Oh, fantastic. Wow.
The next hour or so, I'll be sharing with you Peranakan culture. I'll bring you around the house. I'm going to tell you the stories and how I've collected all these pieces, and then we're going to come out for some tea and refreshments. Peranakan culture for me started around 200 years ago when China wasn't very wealthy at the time. So they were broke. So what did they do? They told the men like you and me are made to leave China in order to make a better living. They left their wives, their children back home to take care of the family and their parents. So the men came to this part of the world in Southeast Asia to work and to send money back home. They never wanted to live here. They came purely as migrant workers. But when they came here, they realized, hey, this place not bad, the weather not so cold like China, the girls here quite pretty. So they said, maybe we should stay here a little longer, no? So what did they do? They ended up marrying the local or Malay woman. So that was how the culture started. The men would come from China, the women were locals or Malays, and because we were a British colony, we started to embrace very strong European culture. So when we share about Peranakan culture, you start to find elements of Chinese, Malay, and European all coming together as one. I am Peranakan because my parents are Peranakan. When I was younger, I was quite clueless about Peranakan culture. Unlike in many parts of the world where you come from, you teach your young children culture and heritage and sometimes even which football team to support, no? Singapore was so different 40, 50 years ago. We were a young, independent country. Culture and heritage was the last thing on our minds. We were focused on nation building, building houses for people, finding jobs for people. Very normal, very reasonable. So I grew up not knowing anything about my own culture until I went to school, and we in Singapore started school at the age of 7. And that was when I realized I was different from my friends. At home, I only speak English. In school, my friends were speaking Mandarin or Chinese. At home, I only watch Hollywood movies and listen to Grammy Award songs. Friends were watching Hong Kong movies, listening to Taiwanese music. And that was when I realized I was different from my friends. I felt embarrassed, I felt angry, I didn't know who I was. And like women in shoes, the more space you have, the more shoes you buy, the more space I had, the more antiques I bought. So the collection grew and grew and grew. And one fine day there was a knock at my front door. The National Heritage Board, the government that takes care of all the museums and galleries, came knocking and says, Mr. Yap, you see there's so many visitors visiting you. you seem to be like a little Peranakan pilgrimage. Would you not consider becoming a museum? And as a museum lover like you, I said to myself, how can I possibly be a museum? Because what you find in a museum, you find audio guides, you find maps. I got nothing here. How can I possibly be a museum? Don't worry, Mr. Yap, just continue what you do. We'll list you as a museum. So we became an official museum in the year 2010. The next year they came knocking again. And I said, what did I do wrong this time? No? Now in Singapore, we have more than 60 museums under the National Heritage Board. Your museum is the smallest museum, fully independent, no funding from the government, no staff. Everyone that works with us is a volunteer. You'll be happy to know that your museum just won the Best Museum Experience Award. Such houses have very narrow frontage because when we first started, we were under Dutch rule in Malacca. And in Malacca, because we are Dutch, the number of windows or the size of windows will determine the taxes you pay. So the Peranakans made the houses narrow but very long. Why long? Because we are Chinese. As Chinese, every part of our house needs to be compartmentalized. The biggest insult you can give a Peranakan Chinese is to say, I think you are half Chinese. We believe we are more Chinese than the Chinese themselves. The yellow one is like a little, like made of tapioca with shredded coconut on it. That's very local, very Malay. The green one is interesting because it's made of rice flour, but what's important is pop it all in your mouth because there is palm sugar inside. So it will pop out. Now the last one, the multicolored one, every color tastes the same. We Peranakans like to make things complicated. The more complicated it is, the more we value our guests. And that's Chinese influence. Eva sauce. Thank you.
Just finished at the Peranakan Museum. Alvin's a lovely fellow. Had no idea he could play the piano. Very nice. So now we're doing something that Noreen has always wanted to do, the art house, and we are going for a candlelit concert tonight. So more about that later. Let's enjoy this very luxurious ride. Just did that to stretch. Right, you guys, so this is the arts house at the old Parliament. If you're wondering, no, I'm not a member of Parliament here in Singapore, not yet at least, but you guys could perhaps vote me in. But before that, subscribe to our channel, smash the like button. Alright, welcome to Singapore, guys. We're actually a little bit early today, so we're heading in here a little bit later. In about half an hour, there's a candlelit concert. Okay, so looking forward to experiencing that with you guys. Have you ever been to a candlelit concert before? Perhaps in your city? Drop a comment below, tell us about your experience. So we take a bit of a walk before our concert today, guys, so let's go check out this beautiful view. Welcome to Singapore, guys. First impressions, well, very good actually. It's very aspirational. Very clean, very well organized, very pretty. One of the locals actually told me that the city is one of the safest cities in the world. And apparently if you commit a crime at night, you get double the sentence. So that's pretty insane. I wish they did that back in South Africa. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Very pretty place we've just come to here. Just taking a bit of a walk before our candlelit concert. On the way to Botanical Gardens, everyone. Hi everyone, so we've just arrived at the Singapore Botanic Gardens. As I mentioned earlier, it's a World UNESCO Heritage Site, so beautiful gardens we're about to explore. It's free, nice thing to do for couples, take a walk around. I think the weather's holding up so far, so hopefully we don't get rained on. If not, always bring your umbrella here in Singapore. I hear it rains almost every day, so yeah, a little bit sticky and humid, but that's normal in Southeast Asia. We've been living here for like 5.5 years now, so pretty much used to it. So bring your umbrellas, everyone. Wear your sunscreen. What are you saying, wife?
I said, so you brought your umbrella?
Well, you have your umbrella, so I will just shade myself under that, if you don't mind and if you don't bite my head off. Okay?
Okay.
Obviously, I have to do some research for you about this park. Basically, it says it was established in 1859 and it's 82 hectares big, so it's absolutely massive. I don't think you can cover everything in one day. Not that you need to. And what else can I tell you? 10,000 species of flora and fauna. It's been recognized as Asia's top park attraction since 2013. Wait a minute, is that a monitor lizard? Yep, it's a monitor lizard. Hey dude, let me not get too close. So I'm guessing that's part of the flora and fauna here. And yeah, it's been a World Heritage Site since 2015. So if you guys are in the Singapore area, please check this place out. It's really beautiful, authentic, something nice to do, maybe early morning, late afternoon. Take a walk around. I think it's open till late as well, so enjoy. I'm not sure if you guys can see through the GoPro, but the water looks pretty clean. I can see the fish through there starting to drizzle a little, so we'll keep moving. So it's very well signposted everywhere, so you'll never get lost. Little bit humid, but we'll manage. So Noreen, do you think our gardener back home can make a hedge like this for us?
I'm sure Lovemore's got some tricks up his sleeve. I'm sure
Come
he's
on.
hiding hedgehogs in there.
Come on, Lovemore. Well, I hate to disturb you mid-symphony, sir, but it's a pleasure to meet you. Don't leave me hanging, dog. Frederick. It's quite a tall bloke. So guys, this part of the park is Eco Garden rather. Just walking through, having a stroll. Some info about Singapore Botanic Gardens, if you're up for the history. Not about to read it to you, sorry. So guys, worth the mention is that if you want to get to the botanical gardens, it's easy to use the MRT. You just jump off at Botanic Gardens. Hey guys, so today we are on hop off bus. It's called Big Bus, so you guys can book a tour. I'll put the link at the bottom. And they stop at all of the famous sites here in Singapore. So we've just jumped on in Chinatown. Let's head through. I think there's a bunch of tourists jumping up. They have 2 levels, so we're at the bottom. It's AC. The top is not AC, so I'm not about to be there right now. Maybe later when it cools down. Let's go and see the sights and sounds of Singapore from a tourist perspective. So guys, this is Little India. I'm sure you can tell.
Yeah, everybody. Big Bus, Singapore.
Okay guys, so now we're on the yellow line. They have 2 lines available, different stops. We just finished the red one. This is the yellow one. Haven't jumped off yet. Let's see if we jump off on this line. In front of me they have Chinatown street market that we're gonna take a walk down, see what they have. Doesn't look too busy, not too crowded right now. So here's a shop selling some stuff from Turkey. If you guys recognize these are Bali bags. Some arts and crafts. Quaint little street, guys. Let's keep walking. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. Let me not mention the loss to PSG, Champions League, Carabao Cup, never mind that. So lots of restaurants packed around here, everyone. Those shops, looks like a place you can get some food and some beer. Thursday afternoon here in Singapore, Chinatown. And I think at the end of this road they have like a MRT station, so easy access. So this is another section of Chinatown, of that same road that we're in, branching off. Thai restaurant, some more curios on the left, guys. Getting a little busy now that it's evening time, around 6 p.m. Some jewelry shops, cafes, etc. I'm sure it's pretty lively at night too. Let's keep walking. This huge structure in front of us is the Buddha Tooth Temple. It actually has a relic of Buddha on the 4th floor. And in front of us is Sri Mariamman Temple here in Chinatown. So we're here at Sentosa Island. We're going to a place called the Forum. We are doing a Harry Potter excursion today, so Norini is a big Harry Potter fan, so I'm sure she's looking forward to it. I've read a couple of their books, watched the movies. So yeah, let's go. Ah, here we are. Okay, so the wizard is ready, the witch is ready. Harry Potter better be ready. Dumbledore better be ready. The one who cannot be named better be ready. We're coming for you. Right guys, so I already have a magic wand in my pocket, but it's nice to know that today I'll have two.
Welcome to Harry Potter, Visions of Magic. During your time here, you'll explore some of the most mysterious corners of the wizarding world in a new and exciting way. This interactive art experience brings to life the magic. Wander at your own pace, explore, discover, and use your wand to uncover hidden magic.
Take it away,
Move on.
Begone, witch! Begone! Begone, witch! If it isn't Sir Lancelot. Wingardium Leviosa! Ooh. So apparently if I do this, you can dial for free. Oh, wasn't expecting a call. Maybe it's Harry. Yes, Harry? Strange.
Do not pity the dead, pity the living.
Morning shoutouts at the chamber door.
Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware.
Hey there, cutie. Anyone know this guy? Never heard of him. Blaze box, I have one of those. Guys, what an innovative and amazing experience at Harry Potter. I've just released my wand. There's a shop at the end that you can buy some stuff at, but unfortunately for me, my wallet isn't magical. Right guys, so this afternoon we're heading to Gardens by the Bay and we are on our merry way. It's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so not too hot and humid today. It's actually a public holiday here in Singapore. Yeah, we'll be there shortly. Alright guys, just arrived at Gardens by the Bay. You can see those fancy structures up there. Let's head in. That's pretty spectacular, guys. How's the view?
It's alright.
Oh, sorry, it's not spectacular. According to Noreen, it's alright.
It's a super tree.
A super tree. Wow, have you guys heard of them? Obviously indigenous to Singapore, super trees, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if we see any more super trees or anything else, maybe less superstitious. Alright everyone, so we're just checking out which parts of the garden are actually free. Some of them you have to pay for, so not so keen with that. Obviously some people come to Singapore on a budget. It can be quite pricey, especially if you're here for a couple of days like us. So looking forward to doing the free things. I'll let you know in a minute which parts of this place are actually free. Okay, so I've done some research for you guys. The places that are actually free are the outdoor gardens, so the Supertree Grove, Sun Pavilion and the World of Plants. Alright, so the Dragonfly and Kingfisher Lakes are also free, the Canyon and the Bay East Garden too. But if you want to go to the OCBC Skyway, you have to pay, and some other parts. So bear that in mind when you come here, guys. Okay, so 10 Singaporean cents said I can get it in there. I'm gonna try. No, we are not in the Mexican desert. We are not in the Texan desert. We are in Singapore at Gardens by the Bay. Only thing missing, tequila and salt and lemon. If you have kids and want to take them off their leash, you're welcome to bring them here. A lot of people here today. Obviously it's a public holiday. It's actually Eid. They call it something different here. I think they have a Malay name for it. Obviously Singapore has a lot of Malay culture. It used to be part of Malaysia and then it gained its own independence, I think, when it was still part of a British colony. Anyway, less history, more walking in the gardens. Wow guys, not sure if you can see, but that's definitely an eagle there soaring above. Apparently one of the biggest tourist traps here in Singapore, guys. Don't do it. Don't waste your money. I think there's better ways to view the city. Either on a rooftop bar, you can choose to get a drink. It will cost you a lot less than going up there. So that's just a pro tip from Riding with the Ranas. You're welcome. Like and subscribe to our channel. Now it'd be a great time. If you guys want to stay in there, it only starts at $1,200 a night. So I know that's change for most people. Enjoying the view of me, of course. Let me get out the way. Louder on my head, more hollow. No doubt. Taking advantage of golden hour for you guys, getting some shots. Singapore is absolutely stunning. Yes, they don't have nature, but they've really cultivated it well. Everything is man-made. Very stunning. Not bad. And that's the entrance to the legendary hotel. So you guys might be wondering what we're doing here. We're actually waiting for the light show. It starts at 8 p.m. So apparently this is the best place to look for. So yeah, we'll hang about. Another hour to go. Check it out. Enjoying the view in the meantime. If you guys were wondering, no, this is not the Queen's necklace in Mumbai. This is Singapore. Had me fooled. So this domey thingy-majig here is actually an Apple store. This is actually Little India in Singapore. We're staying here for 2 nights. Our trip is coming to a close. Did you know that Tamil is one of the recognized languages here in Singapore? So yeah, a lot of people from South India, as you can see. So yeah, exploring Little India this evening. There's a bustling market in front of us. Fruits and veggies, Indian Heritage Center up there. So yeah, if you're in the mood for a curry or a different experience, come to Little India. On the left they have some sugarcane juice and some coconuts. Refreshing in this humidity and heat. Cell phone shops, the usual. Interesting area, guys. So guys, impressions of Little India. Obviously it's much cleaner than the cleanest place in India, I must be honest. A lot less crowded. India can be crazy. Trust me, we just spent 2 months there exactly a year ago. So yeah, walking through Little India is a breeze here in Singapore. So come here if you want to immerse yourself in a cultural experience. And in front of us we have what looks like a South Indian temple. This is synonymous with South Indian temples. I know there's a Sri Mariamman temple that looks similar.
It's a Dravidian design, comes from south of India, and that's a very specific detail-oriented architecture.
Nice addition there. This is the inside of Mustafa Center. It's a very famous place here in Little India. So I think it's like 4 or 5 stories high. You can get anything here, so try your luck. Let's go and explore. So anything you guys need, from earphones, headphones, ladies' accessories, bangles, necklaces, cell phone chargers, phone covers, it's all here. Keyboards, if you're an aspiring musician like I am not. So guys, as you can see, they have everything here as far as the eye can see. Different levels, different stuff. I think basement they have clothing, Indian clothing. Here on the 2nd floor, dishes, mugs, etc. Everything you can name. Expensive, not expensive, so everything from everyone's price points.
Ajo bhai, Actel many offer. Actel mobile ka many bada patti offer ban.
So we're heading to the Jewel now, the most beautiful airport in the world apparently. So let's go and check it out. Alrighty everyone, welcome to the Jewel. And there is that famous fountain coming right up in front of you. Let's go closer. That is that famous view, the famous fountain everyone talks about here. Pretty spectacular how they've built it into the airport. Lots of people taking pictures behind us. Let me show you. You can see there's a bit of a queue, a bit of a situation here. But yeah, that's how it is. Traveling fairly light. Only 20 kilo bag for 8 days, not bad. A lot of high-end shops here, guys, I can see. You guys are interested in high-end shopping? I'm not. Okay guys, so I guess once you've taken some pictures, you can move on. Final thoughts on Singapore, everyone. What a beautiful place. It's just goes to show that man-made creations can be beautiful. Obviously it's very expensive, highly taxed, highly controlled. I heard that permits to buy a new car, just for the permit, is 100,000 Singapore dollars, and then you have to buy the car after that. So that's very expensive, very crazy. But I guess the air is clean because of this law. That's the idea in mind. Singapore feels a lot more westernized than the rest of Asia. So yeah, a lot more consumerist, I must be honest. It's a near perfect city, similar to Dubai, I guess. In terms of food, very nice food, but nothing is grown here. Everything is imported, and that's how it works, I guess. So yeah. So if you guys want to check in here early from the Jewel, I guess you can. Just check if your airline has early check-in. So we're gonna go and leave our bag there and maybe roam around a little bit more. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff here. It's quite the phenomenon. I think that's raindrops or something. Pretty cool. Never seen anything like that before. Singapore. We're about to take the SkyTrain to Terminal 3. Let's see if we make it in time. Let's run, let's run, let's run. We made it.